Good morning. My name is Tom. I come to you from Northern Maine. Welcome to my cabin this morning. I'm getting ready to have breakfast. Deer steak and eggs. Seems like a pretty good thing, so hey, grab yourself a cup of coffee. Fire's going in the background, crackling. So come on in, sit down, enjoy coffee with me this morning. Plenty of room. So, a little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper. I'm on day 5 of my fishing trip. So far, it's been we've had an up and down in weather. The fishing hasn't been too bad. I haven't caught a lot, but I've caught what I should catch for the amount of time I've been here. So I've been fishing for cusk. I haven't found any whitefish yet, but I have been locating the cusk pretty good, so that makes my day. The weather, like I said, started out when I first got here, it was 50 degrees. The lake was a swamp. On top of the wall, on top of the ice was about 6 inches of water. What snow was there was nothing more than water and slush. The snowmobile does not like water and slush. It doesn't like bare ice that much, but you still can go. But so crazy. And then right after that, Saturday, the wind started to blow. The temperature dropped. And then, let's see, Saturday, Sunday, especially Monday. Monday I was fishing in minus 30 below wind chill factor. I spent the whole day, actually that was Tuesday. I spent the whole day Tuesday. No, I'm lying to you. That was Monday. Monday I spent the whole day inside of the fish house because it was just too cold to go out and tend traps. So I sat in the fish house and I jigged. I had hopes of maybe putting a couple of traps out, you know, to the left and to the right of the shack. But once I got out there, that wind was 30, 40 miles an hour. I should check the chart. It could have been more than 30 below wind chill factor because, like I said, the wind was 30 to 40 below. The temperature was below 0, so it was just plain cold. But today, this is the 5th day of fishing, so today I'm going to take it a little bit easy because I've been fishing like a fool. I fished last night until 10 o'clock p.m. because that's when the cusk will bite. And then the day before I fished until 6 o'clock. And the day before that I fished until 10 p.m. So that's some pretty long days. So today I'm going to get some firewood for the cabin. Make up some more kindling. I will probably go down to the shack for a couple of hours this evening. Well, probably 3 o'clock until it gets dark now at 7:30. So I'll probably go down to the fish house and fish from 3 o'clock until 7:30. And just kind of, you know, every once in a while you got to take an easy day. I'm not 20 anymore. But what I want to talk about in today's video is things that I hate to spend money on. I was sitting there in my chair this morning and that topic kind of hit the top of my head, so I said that sounds like a pretty good thing you guys might get a kick out of, because I can't imagine any of you not feeling the same way as I do about things that I hate to spend money on. One thing I don't mind spending money on is coffee. You guys can probably tell that. I don't go very far without a cup of coffee. I think that comes with spending so much time alone here at the cabin. It's just something I do. I get a kick out of you guys telling me you're having coffee with the video. Because what most of you probably don't know is the first thing I do when a video comes out is I generally watch it around between 6 o'clock in the morning and 7 o'clock. And the reason I do that, number one, I want to make sure it's the right video. And I want to refresh myself on the video, because some of these videos I might take, you know, 3 or 4 weeks ago by the time I get home and get them uploaded. You know, like right now, I've been here for 2 weeks, so what I've loaded up is videos that will carry you guys so that you have something. And I'm up here making more videos, so, and while I'm here, I can't upload. But, so that's what I do. So I'm watching that video in the morning. When you say you're having a cup of coffee with me, you actually are having a cup of coffee with me. If you're watching it somewhere between 6 o'clock in the morning and 7, so. Because I do that absolutely every video. But things I hate to spend money on. This list will probably go as this video grows. But one of the things I hate spending money on is taxes. I just hate paying taxes. I've lived in my home for 30 years. And look at the amount of money I spent to the town on my taxes. So I don't like my tax bill. I don't even like the tax bill up here. And it's not that it's a big tax bill. I just hate paying taxes. Always have, probably always will. For one thing, I don't think they spend your money wisely. So that irks me. But we won't go down that road. And the other thing I hate spending money on is heat. I hate spending money on heat. You know, like buying oil or propane or firewood. And the reason I hate that so much is because I heated my home for 30 plus years with nothing but firewood. So I hate spending money on, see now I'm up here a lot. Our lives have changed a little bit. Our daughter grew up and all that, so I can have a little more free time. So I spend about 80% of my time here at the cabin. So I heat the cabin with wood I cut right here off the property. It's crap wood, but who cares? It heats the place, and that's all I need. So it's free, outside of the little bit of man labor it takes to get. And it's not really man labor. It's kind of fun to do. I love gathering firewood here at the cabin. It's just one of them things I enjoy doing. So I heat the place for free. But because I'm up here 80% of the time, I don't expect my wife to heat with firewood. I take care of my wife as good as I can. So what we have at home now, we still have the wood stove, and I still have 8 cord of firewood in the woodshed. I will never have an empty woodshed here in the state of Maine. For a couple of reasons. One is as long as I've got 8 cord of firewood in the woodshed, the propane company does not have me by the gonads. And I say that because we heat our house now with propane and the wood stove occasionally. If my wife is there and she wants to build a fire, the wood box is always full. But this year, the propane bill kept going up. You know, it went up, as soon as they dropped it off, it went up 40 cents a gallon. And, you know, I kind of hemmed and hawed about that a little bit. But then the next time the truck came, it was up another 40 cents. So it had gone up, and then it was up over $1. You know, man, that was really starting to irk me, because one thing about when you spend money on heat like that, it's like taking a dollar bill and lighting it on fire, and poof, it's gone. So I got on the phone, when they got up to $1.30 a gallon, more than what I was last year. I got on the phone, I called one place, and it was $1 a gallon, $1 plus a gallon cheaper than who I've been buying propane from for the last 6 years, 7 years, whatever we put in that heater. So I called up the people that have been doing mine, and I said, we have a problem. I said, I haven't even searched around. I made one phone call. One phone call, and I found the propane price at $2 and 69 cents a gallon. I said, you guys are up to $3 and almost, it was like $3.80, $3.90 a gallon. And I said, and with the next, and she said, and when it comes, they planned on going up another 20 cents. So I would have been over $4 a gallon for propane. Now I'm switching companies in the spring. It's just I didn't want to switch in the middle of winter. It was just before this trip up here, so I told my wife, I said, I don't want to mess with anything right now because then I'll have to stay home and deal with it. So, but anyways, while I was on the phone to them, just by calling them, they didn't come down, and that's why I'm switching, because they didn't come down and match the other company's price. But they did come down to $3. So the other place was $2.89. So they did come down to $3 a gallon. So they knocked off $1 a gallon just by making a phone call. So that tells me they never needed to go up the dollar. So if you're a squeaky wheel, you call them up, you might be able to get a cheaper price. And we did. And when the load came, that's why I was thinking about this today. The load came last week, and I made sure that the price was what they had quoted me on the phone. But that's why I hate spending money. Long story about hating to spend money on heat, huh? But they couldn't come down fast enough. And I told them, I said, if it goes up, which I'm switching anyways, but I said, if it goes up, I said, you're going to have to come get your tanks. Number one, I'm not going to deal with that every winter. You know, prices going up every time the truck shows up. And it's a big company. I don't think there's any need of it. And especially where they could come down $1 a gallon with one phone call. That's why I keep 8-quart of firewood in the woodshed. Because if the propane company goes nuts, you know what I can do? I can shut that thing off. Because I've got a whole winter's worth of firewood and then some sitting in my woodshed. That's my way of planning ahead. I don't like anybody to have something over on me. And they would, if that's all you have for heat. So, that's why I hate spending money on propane. I'll have to think. Must be something else I hate spending money on. Bet you guys come up with all kinds of ideas. I guess the other thing I hate spending money on is food. Same thing there. Things have gone up a lot. So, I think that's why I hunt and fish so hard. Like right now, I'm eating deer steaks and 3 eggs. I don't know how much eggs cost per egg, but this is a pretty good breakfast for the cost of 3 eggs. This is lemon water. In the morning, we call it juice here at the cabin. At night, we call it lemon water. Well, when people come come and spend a week or whatever with me, that's what I tell them too. Do you want some juice with your eggs? And the price of gas is going up, so I guess I'm going to hate filling up the truck here again. Back when Obama was in office, it cost me about $130 to fill up my pickup. Made for expensive trips to camp. Well, I put gas in the other day and it wasn't empty, and it came to almost $80. So I gotta feel it. If I was empty, it'd be $100 again. Hard to fathom. Throw some of the things in the comments that you don't like to spend money on. They're probably different than mine. My life is pretty simple, but those three things I hate spending money on. Gasoline, propane, and food and taxes. Thanks for joining me for breakfast. Throw me a bone, subscribe to the channel if you would, and I will see you in the next one.